I wanted the show to be very abstract, the most abstract possible. Some pieces come out in the process and they still show a lot of narrative. Some I like, some I don't feel comfortable with. But I wanted this show in Chicago to be abstract because I wanted it to go not against, but I wanted to kind of put some sort of weird conversation with the fact that the pieces in the last show were very representational. Not necessarily that I was looking for narrative, but just the fact of being representational, and also me explaining some of the pieces back then. They told a lot about my background and things that I was looking for to kind of confront, like memories and things from my past and where I grew up. And this show, it was not about that at all.
Thank you for watching Chicago Arts. I'm Martin John, and in this episode I got to sit down with painter Angel Otero and talk to him about his recent show at the Kavi Gallery.
Ability of fascinating, the dangerous ability of fascinating other people, which is something that I think there's a lot of that in the art world in some way. It just struck me because sometimes you meet artists that you feel that's pretty much what they doing. You don't really attract nothing from their artwork, but for some reason they have something that they fascinate. They know how to fascinate people, and sometimes I wonder if that's my case or if it's not. So I thought it was an interesting title to put in the show. When I make paintings, some of them are representational, some are portraits, some are abstract pieces, and eventually from there, then they go into this process of layering them and then scraping the painting out until, you know, the process kind of distorts all the kind of first episode of the whole painting. I do enjoy making paintings. I do enjoy trying to make some representational paintings that, you know, have all these things, but I just don't enjoy the fact of being that what's being shown out there, because I don't see a goal on it. I see the goal at the end, pretty much, you know, for me personally. What I really want is for me to make oil paintings. I want to push the medium of the oil painting as much. You know, I don't want my mind to inform my hand. Like I pretty much want my hand and what I do in order to inform my mind, if that makes sense. And I use, like I said, I still, you know, I can use different kind of source material that inspire me to do a piece, but not necessarily for me it's important to explain the importance of using that in a way of narrative or sentimental way. I think with art sometimes it's different because obviously you try to make some sort of history on what you're doing, and history is usually very related to narrative in our reality, you know, but I think in painting it's a bit different. Like not necessarily narrative needs to be a story. Narrative can be also the gesture of you doing some kind of process and things. And you know, maybe that's the kind if we want to talk about some narrative, my work at the end results of it, that's maybe the narrative that I want to bring up. It's just, you know, this guy, you know, this was, you know, how did he really transform this? How did he make this? And how this kind of wrinkling, because you can see quotes of imagery in some of the paintings. I don't necessarily think, you know, I need to explain all of the paintings at all, but I like the fact of glancing reality with the fact of abstraction in some way, you know. I want to speak about paint, I want to speak about process, I want to speak about stretching, like I said, stretching the medium, and maybe, yeah, we can talk about taking something that is pretty real, because honestly I got to start with something real, and kind of from there goes into this process that pretty much is an eraser. The ideas of erasing in some way, erasing narrative, erasing relationship, my own personal relationship to that first object, and you know, taking it to a point where it transforms into something else, into something that is just about painting, period.
Open now through November 12th, Angel Otero's The Dangerous Ability to Fascinate Other People can be seen at Kavi Gallery. For more information on the show, visit kavigupta.com. Angel Otero's website, angelotero.com, and all other pertinent links can be found in the info section of this video. Thank you for watching Chicago Arts, and be sure to catch our next episode by subscribing to our channel. We'd like to hear what you think, so please take a moment to comment on our programming. Thank you again from Chicago Arts.